Do you know how to calculate the cost of waiting to buy a home? I'll explain next.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.
If you're in real estate and you have not heard the objection, we're going to wait till the market gets more favorable for us. We're going to wait to buy, specifically buyers over the past 24 months. You probably haven't really been selling real estate. This is the number one thing we hear from everybody all the time. They want to wait. Everyone's telling them to wait. They want to find something better than the home they're looking at. And enough agents out there, and actually the majority of agents, they don't know how to calculate what it costs to the buyer who waits in a market like this. And this is something I want to share with everybody, because if you can't calculate this, you're doing your clients a disservice. And what I mean by that is there's a couple factors to look at. We know that rates are coming in just above 3% right now. All the experts, Fannie Mae, economists, whomever, they're saying rates are going to be higher as we head into 2022. And we also know that prices are projected to go up. So the cost of money is going up and prices are going to be higher. There's a cost to waiting. A lot of people think there's going to be more inventory, and what they don't realize is that in our marketplace, we've seen a significant bump in double digits in inventory from April until now. So it's really a matter of you're just not the knowledge broker if you can't break down these numbers. So what I want to walk everyone through today, and this is going to be a little complicated, so I take some notes, is how to calculate the cost of waiting. And there's really three components. Number one, take the current projected payment, principal and interest, of a home that your buyer is looking at. So if it's a $350,000 home, they're putting 20% down, 80% over 30 years at the current mortgage rate. What's that payment? That's your number. You should know all how to do that. If you don't, go Google it, come back, watch the rest of the show. Then calculate that same number at an interest rate that's at 3.375 to 3.5%. That's where rates are projected to be in about 6 months. Most people are talking about waiting until the spring. You can look at this whatever time frame you want. I'm just talking about the next 6 months right now. So you take that where rates are now versus where rates are projected to be, and what's the difference in the payment? And it should be a couple $100 depending on the price point. So that's one component. The second part of this is your sale price now versus the projected increase in values in 6 months. If everyone's predicting that prices are going to be up 5 to 6% next year, take half of that, so 2.5 to 3%, right? And let's say, again, their home value is $300,000. Well, what's 2.5 and 3% on $300,000? Calculate the loss in equity that the buyer is missing out on. Use the same time period. So let's just, again, 6 months. So you cut that in half, you calculate what that's going to be. So now they have lost equity on a monthly basis. They have the extra principal and interest they'll be paying on a monthly basis. And here's the third component. I bet some of you watching have people that are renting homes right now that are saying, I'm going to rent longer, I'm going to hold off, and I'm not going to purchase. What's their monthly rental payment? Because what they're doing there is they're paying somebody else's mortgage, somebody else's taxes, somebody else's insurance. That's money out the window that could be going into the purchase price of their home, and more specifically, to paying down the loan balance of their home if they're already settled it in there. So add those three things up: the difference in the monthly payment, the missed out equity that could be built, and if they're paying rent. And you add those three things, it's going to tell you how much money a month that the buyer is costing themselves by waiting. And then just have a real conversation with your clients and ask them if they really want to continue wasting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month by waiting, rather than finding a home that's going to work for them, making a strong financial decision, and start building wealth and paying their own mortgage instead of somebody else's. That is a really effective and a really efficient way to codify it does cost money to wait to buy a home. Questions, comments, whatever you got, you know where to reach me.
You're definitely going to want to watch this one.